Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be reacting to another video by Playback titled I Hate When Black Men Date White Women, Biracial Woman. Please like the video and subscribe, it really helps out the channel. And let's check this out.
Okay.
Aside from his taste in women, but carry on.
What'd you say?
Aside from Jonathan Major's taste in women, he's attractive.
Anyway, to go back to Jonathan Majors.
To my fucked up point of view, and I understand, I have something tweaked in me.
Okay.
I have been admiring him and his work for a long time.
Okay.
I've been looking at his little Vogue at home videos and everything, and I was like, wow, he is attractive. I like his way of being. I bet he has a white girlfriend. There was something in me that...
Hey, Mary, you got too much free time on your hands, I can tell you that much.
Comes out is going to be a white woman. And when Antoinette revealed to me he was in Sweden somewhere with a blonde-haired white woman.
Very white.
It crushed it.
Not even a spicy white.
I don't celebrate that. And me as a biracial woman, I understand that's weird, right?
What?
That's weird.
What? Yo, you as a bi what? You are the product of the thing
no
of this
sense
bi.
at all.
That's crazy as hell.
Boy, y'all lost out here, my boy.
This is like a villain origin
Yo,
story.
you're lost. You are the level of self-loathing is absurd. What? That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That means you don't like your parents' relationship? Is that what you're saying?
Can you imagine if they just have like a, I don't know if they do, but if they have like a healthy, successful marriage and life together.
And she was like,
hate that shit. I fucking hate that healthy shit.
Yeah, this makes no sense at all.
I'm not going to celebrate their children that they have. If they have
Oh, wait, you're
What?
going to celebrate the... Oh, my
I'm not
God.
gonna celebrate. I'm just saying, like, it's not, their relationship is not something that it doesn't make me be like, yes, like, you know, some people together, you're like,
That's how you got here.
together.
That's how we all got here. A white woman and a black man.
But here's the thing, right?
I'm like that lady down the street that permed my hair when I was younger, mumbling.
Like, this bitch don't know what the fuck she's doing.
Like,
You know what? But you know what I think that stems from, right? And I think we're seeing a lot more of it now, and it gets under my skin as well. We have been ridiculed and critiqued on both sides of the fence our entire existence, right? We're never white enough for the white people. We're never black enough for black people. For some black people, however we identify, however we choose to participate in cultural conversations, it's always under the magnifying glass. And I think part of what we're seeing now and what I get agitated about is this concept that now, because it's commercially trendy and attractive for people to be in interracial relationships, it's become a presentation of diluted blackness versus its own us being having a mixed experience that is completely separate from everything else. And I think that's the part that I'm resentful about, is seeing, you know, and somebody brought it up to me, was like, well, aren't you happy to see like all these mixed families and Cheerios commercials? And my response is no, because it's not. The storytelling is not a mixed story. The storytelling is, this is what's digestible for white people. This is the version of blackness that works for white people, which is not the same thing. So I'm resentful of seeing mixed race couples when it's like, damn,
But outside of television then, what about if you're just at a restaurant?
I don't mind seeing black women with white men. It gets even more toxic.
This is one of the videos we might have to quit early. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with both of them?
Girl,
What is wrong with them?
that makes no sense.
She is the fucking daughter of a mixed couple talking about how she doesn't respect fucking, oh my God. Who gives a fuck? If they're marketing, of course they want it to be digestible to the fucking masses.
ooh, what?
Of course they do.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, boy.
Stop comparing fucking human being relationships to shit in commercials.
Ooh.
Cheerios is not gonna give you a real representation of shit. They're trying to sell you fucking products, dumbass. Oh my God. That's so dumb. Fuck. You resent real interracial couples because you saw a Cheerios commercial that rubbed you the wrong way? But this is sick, man. Y'all need to be more happy people found love, okay? Instead of trying to dissect their love and do you appreciate it or do you like, well, I'm not happy about it because it's like diluted sense of, and it's palatable for the whites. Oh my God.
Bro, you thought we was in 1957, buddy.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, this is where I stopped it. I was like, bro, this is the dumbest conversation from an interracial, from a mixed.
Talking about she doesn't. Did she go? Caleb, let me take back. Did she say she didn't respect the kids of a mixed couple?
I'm not gonna celebrate their children that they have. If they have children.
That's you. God, did I hear that wrong?
I guess she didn't celebrate it.
She didn't celebrate them. So we shouldn't celebrate her then.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
All right, listen. She should be never celebrated again. She could cure many diseases, bro, but we should refuse to celebrate her. It's fucking fascinating that we're now developing like emotional ties and association to people that we don't know.
She doesn't know that man, and all of a sudden said his relationship doesn't matter, and the children that he will have in those relationships.
You know, my theory is, I could be wrong.
That sounds nuts.
I think people need a sense of community, and when people find it in their blackness, that's like, they'll throw logic to the side and side with whatever their community agrees with. So whatever's best for black people, because that gives them a sense of purpose. I could be wrong. That's my theory.
But I'll say this before we keep going, because it gets even more interesting.
Oh, brother.
So what these women are, and I'm not saying that their experiences are invalid, because there's definitely aspects of interracial or mixed children where they have a lack of identity because they don't know which side they belong to. But I think a lot of it just comes with social pressures, and the way that we can remove a lot of those is by normalizing interracial couples. So when you sit here and you get upset at a Cheerio commercial and not even look at the positive impact that could come behind that, to where your family members aren't looking at you weird because the other side of your family isn't the same skin tone as them, like, you're not understanding and grasping the complexity of that is so odd to me. But then more importantly, for her to pick specifically the type of interracial marriage that she's willing to accept is also wild.
Nuts.
Black women can date out the race and date who they want, but a black man do it. No, I just
can't do it.
You're toxic. What?
I don't.
What? Hold on. So you don't like? Oh.
It's toxic. I'm not saying you're claiming that there's makes any sense. I'm just telling you how I feel. It's fucked up.
Why do you feel that way?
Because for some reason, I feel like.
Wow.
All of the black women that I know that are in relationship with white men are being loved up. They are exalted. They're taken care of. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that he is riding for this woman and loves her to death. And I'm like,
you don't believe black men do that for white women?
I guess there's something salty in me that why these men that we admire and are proud of in the ways that they show up in the world as musicians, as actors, as people that now have money, why is their love being projected onto a white woman?
But then let me ask you,
bro, I get tired of this ongoing conversation in the black community, as if like there's this alarming number of black men who are just like dating outside their race, when factually speaking, that is not the case at all. It's just not. And actually, statistically speaking, the more money you make, the more likely you are to date within your own race. And that goes for across the board. So you all picking out these outliers while ignoring what everybody else is doing is so frustrating to me, because you then get to project these outrageous claims of the white man's love is so good to us black women. That's basically what you're saying.
That's crazy.
That's basically what you said.
Yo, what in the ruckus?
I was about to say that shit.
Just keep going.
You fucking coon. You sound like a coon right now. You sound like a coon. Oh, that white man love. Ooh, I love that white man love. You fucking coon. Are you serious? You are a fucking coon. But then to act as if like black men can't do it, or when they actually do it, it's given out to white women. No, you imbecile. They date black women all the time. Statistically speaking, they're the group of people who actually date outside the race the most is white men dating Asian women and dating Hispanic women. That is the biggest portion of interracial dating. When it comes to black men, I've seen numbers at the highest. It's been like 20% of black men dating outside their race, but even then, it's not all just white women. Sometimes it's Asian and also Hispanic women. But even if you want to go by statistically based off of the actual population, right? Because of course, white men are going to date outside their race the most because there's a majority of white men. But the group of people who actually date outside the race the most per capita is actually Asian women. Asian women, nearly 50% of the time, date outside of their race. Then it's Hispanic men and women are above them, and Asian men are not too close from black men. It's black men. This idea that us black men just leave at a disproportionate rate is ridiculous. Also, for the people out there who want to claim, we're going to put this shit on the screen too. For the people out there who want to claim that, oh, those Asian women are coming from overseas. No. U.S.-born Asian women nearly 50% of the time date outside their race. So no, bro. This whole plight that y'all black women or mixed women, y'all like to put in y'all mind about black men dating outside their race at some crazy rate is ridiculous. And FYI, from the bigger scope of things, interracial marriages only take up like 15% of all marriages. It's still a minority. Bro, shut the fuck up.
But
Also a white woman.
But then let me ask you, with the other women that we looked up to, of course, Serena Williams being one, Eve, and we've talked about Eve so much on this. Okay, so there's women that we've looked up to, that we've loved, and whether it be their style of dress. Serena Williams being the best athlete of all time, they chose white men to not only be with but procreate with. So I want to know the understanding of where you look up to black men, and you have a disdain for them being with white women, but when we look up to black women, there's almost a celebration around them getting with a white man.
I can't sit here and y'all tell me, help me through this.
You have to remove yourself from your thought. You are so biased because you're thinking about like what will benefit you. You want the love of whatever. It could be a white man, it could be a black man, it doesn't really matter. But you feel like you're losing something when a black man loves anybody from any other race. Hey, look, even if a black man dated another black woman, he's not dating you. It has nothing to do with you. Yeah, so why the fuck do you care? If you want to adopt all this responsibility for the entire race of black people, then you can do that. If you want to make it your mission to do that, then you can do that, I guess. But again, these are all issues that don't affect you at all. Just be loved by somebody that you love. It's not hard.
And it's even crazy.
But do you feel like you lose anything from Serena dating a white man?
At all, bro.
It doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with us.
And the fact that you are a child of an interracial relationship, it's even crazier, bro.
Get her parents on the podcast next.
Yes.
I need to hear from them, man.
You need therapy, bro. You need therapy. Because something is wrong with you. You're off.
Most people have a preference. Like, if you ask my parents, they'd be like, I hope that I'd marry someone who's Ethiopian. They would say that.
Yeah.
But if I didn't, they wouldn't give me a problem over it. You feel me? So it's like, it's sad that my parents that came from Ethiopia are more open-minded about just relationships and marriage and stuff like that than people born in a country that's all about freedom. It's so weird how I don't know. That's fascinating to me.
Very fascinating. And also are products of it as well.
And that's, that adds another layer to it. Jeez. Let us know what y'all think in the comment section down below. If you guys enjoyed this video and you've watched a few, man, you haven't clicked the big red button, subscribe to the channel. It helps us out, man. About 45% of y'all that watch this are not subscribed. So make sure to click that button. Otherwise, man, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
All right, there you go. I pretty much echo some of the same thoughts. I mean, I don't really see how that affects her. And I do think that it's deep-rooted insecurity in that. Like, feeling like whenever a successful black man dates outside of his race, a black woman is losing out, which is not true, because if he didn't date them, he probably wasn't going to date you either. So, like, you haven't lost anything, and focusing on rich, famous people in general is just a bad idea, regardless of their skin color, because none of them want any of us. But yeah, and then all of them being mixed is like, I mean, I guess there could be some issues with like growing up mixed and having a sense of not knowing where you belong, and we can understand that, but that doesn't excuse this type of thinking, especially if you have a selective prejudice towards interracial relationships. Like having an issue with a black man dating outside of his race, but a black woman is like, okay, cool. It's like, like, yeah, clearly, like, there's some type of bias, like, whereas you just feel like you're losing out and you're not. But I mean, at least she acknowledged it didn't make sense. I mean, most people aren't even self-aware enough to know that the things that come out of your mouth is ridiculous. But I mean, at least she noticed, but she still needs to get some work done to figure out how she can maybe alleviate those thoughts or just remove them altogether. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And comment down below. What do you think about this? Like, are you on her side? Are you not? Why not? And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.